Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to a video. Actually, yeah, so for anyone joining for the first time, definitely welcome. Yeah, this is the recent or brand new release in Japan, the Missing Link Transformer Optimus Prime, or Convoy as he is known here in Japan. Actually, this is the very first Transformer review or box opening that I have done on the channel. I haven't really collected Transformers in a long time. It may be a bit hard to see, but there is a bunch on the shelf off to the side, which is masterpiece scale with a masterpiece line. So we will have a look at this guy next to I think it's the MP10 Optimus a little bit later. So you know, 80s kid, I grew up watching, loving, adoring Transformers, and it has always stuck with me. This was definitely my favourite toy as a kid, him along with Bumblebee. I still have my original Optimus release, not in Japan, though he will be coming soon along with some other childhood items. So looking forward to putting him in the display with the other figures. But yeah, when this got announced, part of the 40th anniversary, which is currently ongoing, so we've had some news drops already, some other cool interesting items coming, but this was the first one, which is the Missing Links line. Now there's two versions, version with a trailer, and then there's just the truck version as well, which is slightly cheaper. I think this was about 1700 yen, so on the pricey side. I was humming and hawing for a little bit, had some Amazon vouchers, so I decided to pick him up. But yeah, that aside, let's just kind of jump straight into it. First off, that beautiful box design, really taking inspiration from that original G1 release. I know there's something about the gradation with the squares that just, I don't know, something so cool about it, right? It has that really retro, future, techie feel to it, what a lot of the 80s sci-fi movies had, which is nice. Obviously Transformers in Japanese. Actually, is there, I haven't even looked, is there an overseas, there must be a Hasbro release, right? If there is, drop a comment below. Be keen to hear if there is, and if you are picking one up, if it differs from this. One thing from the box, I was surprised it doesn't have that smooth finish like a lot of new figures. It has that kind of matte finish, but more of a texture to it, which is interesting. But yeah, anyway, coming back into the back of the box, again reminiscent of the original releases. With that beautiful art style. I can't remember the artist's name. I think he's in the UK, I believe. And I remember he was selling his original works or prints of Transformers. I remember in the past I was tempted to pick one up because it looked awesome. If you remember his name or where he was selling the art, let us know in the comments below. I'd be keen to check it out again actually. But anyway, you know, the stats for Optimus, you know, with the you know, power level, knowledge, firepower and all that, and that cool graph on the bottom, and then a couple of images showcasing what he does come with. Now I haven't done a proper opening yet, I just popped open the box earlier, so this is going to be the first time for me actually playing with him. And if you are wondering what the difference is with, I guess, the original release, or what the Missing Link line is, I guess we can go over that in a moment. So yeah, one thing that's cool, again, in that polystyrene, there's something, I don't know, I love about it. Same with the Tamashii Nation Chogo-Ken line, which is a really old line which still released stuff now, like Voltron is one of the main ones. Yeah, it comes with polystyrene. There's just something really cool and retro about that. But anyway, for the Missing Link line, it's basically taking the original toy, but doing it in a way that would match up what we expect with today's toys with articulation. So the original toy, high articulation. Obviously, since the movie has obviously been out for many years now, we have a Matrix in there, which is cool. I don't think the original one came with the Energy Axe either, so we have that, which is one addition. In the bag here we have a cool red plastic that can go over the stats on the back, a couple of cards, manual, and maybe some stickers. So let's pop this open and we can actually see what is inside. So if you're getting this, are you going to keep him in truck or robot mode? What is your go-to? Currently I'm kind of torn actually. So we've got the plastic here, which I think we can from memory you use it to go, yeah, there we go, so we can see its hidden stats. That is, and it's these little wee gimmicks from back in the 80s. It was so cool. I remember, I think G.I. Joe had something similar, and you can find out the different stats and information for them, and yeah, a whole bunch of other toys had these fun little wee gimmicks from memory. But anyway, we've got a tag here, Convoy, Cybertron, what else? Oh, we've got the missing link manual. Okay, so tells us information about them, what each one comes with. Yeah, C-01, C-02. Okay, so one is the animation edition, opposed to, I guess, the original toy, maybe? Anyway, it shows how the matrix can pop inside and all of that. And then other details that highlight the toy, so that is really nice. And then we have some really cool retro style stickers. I'm assuming this goes inside the truck. I'm not too sure, but we'll take a closer look at that a little bit later. So for now, I'll move this off to the side. Oh, actually, we do have a manual. This will cover the transformation. Then on the back as well. Okay, so how to, I think, pop it out of the packaging. We've got the stickers. Okay, so we do have to put the stickers on, and then on the robot on the inside, and then it's got all the transformation details as well, and then how we use the red card, and yeah, awesome. Alright, we can have a look at that a little bit later, and let's put this off to the side and pop him out of his packaging. I think they said we can use the holes at the back, so there's 2 holes here. If we push on that, we can slide him out. That will allow us to get a good grip. There we go. Man, this brings back so many memories. Oh, this is so cool. Let's chuck him down and then take a closer look. Okay, check this out. So yeah, we've got the, I don't know, what can I say? Definitely takes me back to my childhood. This is so cool. Loving the colour, the grey, the blue. It looks, I wish I had the original to compare it with, but at least for my memory it's matching up with that kind of purple blue for the truck underneath. It definitely feels like it rolls nicely. Optimus swings around on the trailer. This is too cool. Right, and that can pop off. These swing out. Yeah, keep it stable, and then the back will pop open. How's that pop open? There we go. Oh, so cool. Let's open it up. Actually, so underneath, yeah, Tommy, made in Vietnam. Assume that's all different from the original release. Okay. Too cool. Okay, so I've moved the camera angle around just so you can see it a little bit better. But yeah, it's already got the main sticker on the inside. This, it looks so cool. I don't know how, but I remember my original one, the arm here got snapped in half somehow. No idea how. I remember being very upset about that though as a child and having to kind of glue and tape it together. But the colouring is definitely looking like what the original one had from my memory at least, which is cool. Is this open as well? Yeah, it opens. I'll check the instruction a little bit later. We've got the arm pops out. Too cool. Okay. Nice, that is awesome. Maybe we can put this off to the side. We can check the instruction and maybe transform Optimus here. But yeah, on the top here we have that magic sticker. Do they still do this on, I don't collect any of the new Transformers. I don't think they do this anymore though, right? Maybe not quite long enough. Yeah, I wonder was it only G1 that had these secret stickers that you can hold on to make them show the logo, or did any other more recent releases of Transformers do it as well? You can sort of see it slowly coming through. Okay, double check the instruction, and they say to rub it instead of holding it down. But yeah, there we go, you can kind of see the Autobot logo coming through. Maybe a little bit hard to see on camera, but you can definitely see the colour in person. That's so cool. I don't know. Brings back so many fun childhood memories. Anyway, let's go and get Roller set up actually. We'll pull the stuff out of the box. We have the gun, the Matrix, Roller, I guess the gun and stuff for him, the wheels, bullets, and then the axe. So that is everything from the packaging. So let's set up Roller so we can get him with his wheels on and put him in the trailer, and then I guess we can move over to transforming Optimus. So you just snap the wheels into place. And then we can also take Optimus' gun, slot it on top. Is it the front or middle hole? Front one, there we go. There we go. Oh, they actually can tilt. Didn't know that. Okay, cool. There we go. And now we have Roller set up. We also have, I don't remember this one originally, it seems like a fueling cord or something. So we've got the wire, the two handles, and the fuel pump end on that. Yeah, on the end I guess. So yeah, I'm not sure how we're meant to use this one, but maybe we'll find out a little bit later. For now, put him off to the side, take Roller. Where is he? He slots onto the side or something, right? Yeah, he can chill there. And then we also have the, was it the projectiles, I think these slot in from memory. Not sure. There we go. 1 and 2. Hehe, nice. Now we're all set up for battle basically. So yeah, as I mentioned, we'll put this off to the side so we can set up Optimus. Finally, after placing it for the third time. So let's set up, we'll check the instructions, we can transform him, chuck in the Matrix, try out the axe as well as the gun. So this will be my first time transforming him. I have the instructions here to reference. Yeah, I kind of remember from a kid how to do it. I'm going to assume it's very similar. And it appears we pop out the arm on the bottom first. How does that work? Yep, it pops out. 1, 2 arms. Okay, and the hands are already attached. From here we can slide the hands right out. Okay, there we go. And then from here the shoulder comes forward. And then the head pops up. Yeah, this is just like the original. Check it out. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit different. I think for these we go out on an angle. And then the wheels we can lift up as well on a diagonal. Now we can pop his legs out. Okay. And then from, okay, that's up so these can spread out. Okay. And then down, out and down. Okay, and then what do we do? Okay, so this part may be a little bit hard to see, but there's a split in his legs, and this will kind of slide left and right slightly, so you can kind of spread his legs out a little bit there. I'm not sure how far you need to go, but they do split slightly, which is quite interesting. So that's what I was getting a little bit confused with. Yeah, okay. Not sure how far we meant to slide that out, but I think that's about it. Now it's completely split in the middle, and then fold his feet up. So this is kind of standing. His arms can drop down a bit. Yeah, is that it? I think that's it. I think we have Optimus Prime transformed. Definitely pretty simple, but a lot more complex than the original toy, that's for sure. Yeah, I wonder if I'm missing anything. I think now we can just kind of move everything back into place. Okay, so double checking the instructions. I did miss one point, and that is we need to move the tires back down and it will clip over. I think that completes the look. So now we are actually complete. Yeah, one thing that sticks out to me, obviously, is you can see the inside of Optimus where the matrix can go. So we can pop his chest open. Then we can take the matrix, and I believe this just slots in on top. Yeah, there we go. That looks cool. Now you can see it through his front windscreen. Close the head down. Yeah, the extra detailing on the front is definitely new. I love the blue, red and gold on his legs and on his feet. You know, the nice chrome finish is looking really nice. We've got the ratchet joints on his elbow. Now his hands actually open and close. The original was this fixed shape from memory. So we can take the gun from ruler and slot it into his hand. So that's awesome. And then how do we do the axe? Okay, this is a bit different. So that opens up. We can slot it on, and then it will close over his fist. Okay, so yeah, that is a nice touch. I love the way that works actually. That is actually pretty ingenious. Really nice and easy way to do it, so you don't have to take the hand off, don't have to risk losing them. I think there was a common issue with the original toy, right? People losing the hands since they can come off. So being all built in is really cool with this. Yeah, on the back looking pretty slim and slender. On the front looking quite nice. His legs, I think, look a lot thinner compared to the original toy, but yeah, I can't quite remember actually. I'm looking forward to doing a comparison with the original G1 toy when I do get them in the future. But you know, the ratchet on the knees and the legs can just definitely spread out a lot further, which is great. So yeah, definitely a lot more range of motion compared to that original G1 toy. Man, imagine having this as a kid, that would have been amazing. But to be fair, back in the time, right, we didn't know any better. Even the brick is fantastic. So yeah, something like this just does take it to the next level, and it's fun to add, you know, for a collector's item, especially, yeah, for us older collectors, you know, going off the nostalgia factor, right? So looking really cool. I believe the chest can also articulate, so let me double check the instructions and see if I can get that worked out, because it's trying to bend, but oh, there we go. Okay, there's a little bit more force than others, but you can tilt the chest forward a little bit as well to kind of do those poses, and then tilt the head up. There we go. Oh man, this is fun. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of playing around with to get some cool badass poses with him. But definitely fun. I think this is actually a really cool desk toy actually. Something that's very reminiscent, kind of simple, looks fun, and still really cool to play with. Okay, so one thing I didn't realize is you can actually pop this off. It slots off, so you can put it outside the trailer if you want. Did the original toy do that? I have no idea. Definitely let me know in the comments below if it did. yeah, I have absolutely no idea if it did or not. But one thing that is cool though, this toy still has the firing mechanism, so you can shoot the rockets off, which is great fun. Move it, there we go. So yeah, overall, I'm loving this release. I think it definitely is a great little pickup. But what I'll do, I'll move this off to the side a little bit. We'll have a quick size comparison with a Masterpiece Transformer, if that's the only thing that you're kind of familiar with, before we kind of wrap up with some pros and cons. Okay, so we've got a bit of a comparison here. I try to get Optimus into a similar pose, not quite as good articulation as the Masterpiece line, but still pretty damn impressive, right, for a really old, I guess it's brand new old toy, I guess, or a revision or a reimagined version of the 80s version with updated articulation, which does allow them to get into better poses, but more articulated poses compared to the original toy, which is great. Yeah, let's just jump straight into the pros and cons here. We can move the Masterpiece one out of the way just a little bit for now, since we don't need them. Yeah, so missing link. I was very torn about this line. As I mentioned earlier, I kind of, hummed and hard a little bit about picking up, but I can definitely say I am glad I got it. I'm not 100% sure if it is worth the price still. He is very expensive, I feel. $1,700, I feel like it's the issue, and that's one reason why I stopped collecting Masterpiece Transformers in the first place, was the prices just keep going up, and I feel like it kind of reach a point where it's not quite worth it. At least for me, I'd rather put that money into other figures or other hobbies. But instead, the pros of this, it captures that nostalgic feeling so well. The fact that it's essentially a Generation 1 toy, but updated articulation. It feels like a nice quality toy. It doesn't feel super cheap or nasty or anything like that, which is good. I feel like the original toy had more die-cast parts. It felt heavier. This does feel lighter, so there's a bit of a con. Some extra die-cast parts or something a bit more heavier in there would have been nice to give it a bit more substance. But the fact that we get the Matrix is a great pro. The way this works, I love this. This is awesome and really good. Looks nice. All the detailing on Optimus is looking beautiful. Even with Roller, all the lines are crisp. I mean, it's really simple overall, but it works really cool. The stickers look lovely. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them on or leave them in this, so I'm going to sleep on that for a while. No rush. I might end up taking them off and putting them on the trailer at least, or someone Optimus in the future, but for now I'm going to leave it in the packaging. So I do apologise if you did want to see Optimus with those stickers. But yeah, anyway, I think that basically wraps it up. I think if you're an 80s kid, grew up with Transformers, this is a cool pickup, a great present for someone. It's fun, simple, looks amazing, despite the really high price point. If they release others, Megatron and so forth, I don't think I will pick them up, to be honest. I think for me, at the very least, just Optimus is more than enough. For my other Transformer needs, the Masterpiece line, or the ones I have, definitely scratched that itch already. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about this release. Did you get it? Did you pass? Are you a big Transformers fan as well? Especially if you've been watching the channel for a long time. If you're new, thanks for jumping on. To be honest, I probably won't have many, if any, Transformers reviews. But if you are interested in Dragon Ball, SS figure arts, anime figures in general, or random Japan shopping vids, please go check out my other videos. Maybe subscribe for future ones as well, if there is something that you're also interested in. Anyway, let's close up. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers!